Hello, and welcome to my very first speed build. Well, I've made quite a few, but this is the first one that I'm happy with the quality of the recording. I've been building since about 2020, but I just started getting really a lot more into it lately and taking it a little bit more seriously. I really wanted to go for like a nothing super special with this bungalow. I wanted it to feel lived in and a little bit dated. It's kind of a rare thing for me to not be doing something a little more my style, I guess. You may see the entryway go through a ton of different iterations. I changed it quite a few times. You can see the layout starting to come together. I wanted it to be one floor with a basement. The kitchen is more of a generic type of kitchen. I used no CC on this build. I wanted it to be downloadable with, I used a few different packs in here. I didn't limit myself, but I also don't have a ton of packs. Yeah, we're going with the floral and the wood paneling in the kitchen, laminate flooring. One thing I noticed in a lot of bungalow floor plans, you have like a back porch for utilities. So I imagine that they used to be maybe laundry in the basement, and the couple might be getting a little more elderly and they moved it into the sunroom. And so I kind of crammed like a TV in here and a little sofa, so you could sit on the porch, but it also kind of feels like a utility room more than anything. But there is no TV in the living room, so I figured TV is not their top priority. I did think a bit about the family that would live here and kind of how they would use the space. We have 2 bedrooms and an office. There's also a 3rd bedroom in the basement, a full bath on the main floor, and a full bath in the basement. Here you can see a couple of different times I just keep making the house smaller and smaller because I wanted it to feel modest. You know, it's not a tiny home by any means, but focusing on the office, I really wanted a piano in there. I moved a family in and I took some of the interest. It was a pre-made family from the university pack. It was a grandkid, I believe, and 2 elderly Sims, and they were very scholarly, and the wife had kind of a musical talent, so I wanted a piano in there. In the hallway, I wanted it to feel lived in and have kind of linens and different things. The office has books scattered everywhere and kind of clutter so that it feels like, you know, books are always being taken out and read, and it's very, very well used. The living room, I think a lot of it got cut out of the living room and the dining room. I was having some difficulties, but you will see them at the end. I will do a walkthrough. And this basement bedroom is kind of stuck in the 70s, 80s kind of look. Like I figured that was the last time that someone had maybe lived down there. So I end up just filling it with actually a bunch of things because I figured that would be a catch-all for storage. It's got posters and a lot of personality. I guess I should have probably given them an egress window, but I absolutely love the way that the rest of the basement came out. There's a bar and a ping pong table and a treadmill, poker table, some memorabilia. I really wanted you to feel the 70s, 80s nature of the space. The garage is full of utilities, and I wanted it to be more of a activity space for woodworking and flower arranging, and they put a lot of their extra things kind of in the garage. I think that clutter is what brings a build to life. Here's some fireworks and gas cans and tools and whatnot. Favorite things to watch is terrain painting. So I did make sure to include a little bit of that. I'm still learning on a lot of this. I think landscape is one of the the more challenging things for me to even pick what to put, being able to create the organic lines, because it's something that in a grid-based game makes it really fun to kind of play around with that and create curves and arcs and different things. The backyard, I wanted it to have enough activity but also have some yard space. I think a swing set is added, and we have monkey bars. I figured it was a generational house, so it's been loved over the years. And now we are at the screenshots at the end. I'm just going to talk through these because a lot of the content was missed in the building process. So we have a front porch, a little place to sit and see the views. It's actually a really beautiful lot in Brindelton Bay. The entry, and here's the living room. It's super traditional. There's a Christmas tree there. I did build this before Christmas, but the office has the double doors as well, and a place to sit and read and play the keyboard. If you do download this, I did add a bit more clutter in this room, so there might be a few things that are a little bit different, but it is available on the gallery. You can follow the link in the bio. The dining room was also not shown in the build, but I thought that was a really pretty place. I pictured having holiday meals in there. The hallway full of family photos, and here's the basement with, of course, the big 80s dog photo in the background, a little area to work out and hang out, and I figured the grandkid would maybe invite his friends over, and they'd hang out in the basement. And here's a bedroom full of kind of where they leave their presents and the old activity table that probably is not used. And here's the grandkid's room. He's ready for university soon, so I themed it with all of the green. Their bedroom is nice and cozy. I think it's really cozy looking and super dated. And the bathroom is, quite dated. We've got a tub shower combo and an old storage unit. The kitchen, it speaks for itself. It's very, very cute, very cozy, and very separate from the rest of the house. So I wanted the floor plan to be a little more chopped up than I usually would do. I can just see Grandpa sitting there watching his old little television now. The backyard is fenced in. I think it'd be a really nice yard for kids and for dogs. There's a beekeeping house. Overall, I had a really fun time doing this. I think it has a story to tell. I think it feels, like the family just has loved on this house for a long time. Thank you so much for watching. I plan to post some more videos very soon, so stay tuned.